people, it's Cara here and I am so mad. Oh well, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much if you've been here from the beginning, and a particular thank you if you put up with my last video. I was encouraging myself to get back into the filming world. I had a runny nose, yeah, it was all happening in my last video, so I am feeling brighter in myself and in physical person as well. So apologies for last week's video, or not last week's, but the last video I did. But do you know what? This is real life, it's just me. It's just me, it's not scripted, it's just me talking about the things I'm passionate about. And me and all my guises, just like you lot, I live a real life and things happen to me, just as they do to you. So today, I have a very short video for you today. I'm just out actually to meet a friend for a quick cup of tea. But I thought I'd just jump on whilst I've got like me maids on and, you know, done my hair and all that sort of stuff. I've got a headband on again today, so I must be feeling bright and breezy today. And I had my hair cut since I last saw you. Oh my word, my hair in the last video. Well, what was I thinking? Never mind. So let me whiz through these fabrics. I'm actually wearing the Galaxy Tee by Paper Theory Scissors. Oh, paper. Let me write it on here. Amazing free pattern, I love it. I really love this pattern actually. I love the sleeves. I changed the neckline, I scooped this down to be a bit more like the Tilly and the Buttons Agnes one. I'm not mad on this colour if I'm honest. I like it because it's a really nice basic, but it's not cream, it's not white, it's kind of grey beige, and I'm not really sure it's a colour that does me any justice, but nonetheless it is what I'm wearing today. So let me whiz through some fabrics. I've bought a little bit of fabric recently, but sometimes you just need to. You know that sewing and fabric buying are different hobbies, and obviously you can't do one without the other. I don't have a massive fabric stash, although at the moment I have got quite a few fabrics, but I also have to tell you that I've got a lot of projects on the go. With one thing and the other, with what I've been dealing with my own mental health and my daughter's mental health, I haven't actually, although I've made a lot of things, for me I haven't felt like sewing is that release that it normally is. So I have, for some reason, found release in cutting out patterns and cutting out fabric and pinning the two together to have projects on the go. So I have got lots of projects ready to go. I know some people find that quite overwhelming. I can't tell you how I feel about it at the moment, except that I've really loved doing it. I hope that it doesn't put pressure on me later down the line. But none of these are like, they're not projects for anyone else other than myself. So they're not like, you know, Minerva blogs or Felicity blogs or anything like that. Because that, sometimes when I've got those sort of backed up, I feel like that can put a little bit of pressure on me. But these are just things I've really enjoyed creating. And therefore I needed some more fabric. So let me start. I've got only two shops that I've been to, or two places I've purchased from. I wish I could go to these places. One is the lovely Andrea from Beyond the Pink Door. I absolutely love watching Andrea's live on Sundays. I just love it. It's just like I'm in a fabric shop with someone who's fabric passionate as me. I think the curation of her collection is just, I think it's one of the best. You know, I've got many places I love to buy fabric from, but it's always colour, it's always quality, as are many places, but to actually also just see that enthusiasm and engagement from Andrea and her daughter is just beautiful. So thank you, Andrea. You bring a lot of joy to my life and to many other people, so thank you for that. And I finally was in a position to be able to purchase some fabric. I don't know why I haven't done it before, to be honest. And I think one of the people that commented on my Instagram said, "Ooh, dangerous road to go down." And I totally agree, because I ordered it on a Sunday. It's coming from Ireland, by the way, which is a whole other country. And it turned up on the Thursday. It's phenomenal. So thank you, Andrea. Amazing, beautiful. So I went on there because I was, in my previous video, now I was mad about making knickers, and I've still got them to make, which is fine. And Andrea just had the most lovely selection of Lingerie Elastic, or Pico Elastic it's called, isn't it? And I put it all in my basket, and then I was like, oh come on, I need to justify the postage. Not justify, but you know, it is coming from Ireland, and therefore it's a little bit more expensive because it's coming from Ireland. It's travelling. This takes aeroplanes and things, so I'm totally respectful of that. But I thought, justify it. Just check out what's in the remnants or the sale or other. So I did, and I mean, Andrea's site's amazing, and things sell out so quickly, so I didn't expect to see anything that would be available because it's so popular. But I was really lucky because I got a lovely remnant of this beautiful, so I think it's called petrol colour, and this is like a canvas. It's cotton canvas, and I think I probably got, I think it's only about 75 centimetres here, so it's quite short, but I intend to make a skirt out of this. Now you can see there, you can actually see, well, it's not see-through exactly, but it's not completely opaque, and that's just because of the nature of the fabric. So I'm actually going to, now bear with me because I'm going to dive under my ironing board and I'm going to show you what I'm going to line it with. Sorry, hang on a sec. Oh, this would have been better, Cara, to get these fabrics out before you started filming. Yes, I know, glamour of it all. So I'm going to line it because I'm going to make the Nina Lee Camden skirt at last. Always wanted to make it, and I'm going to line it, I think, in this wonderful fabric. Now this has been hanging around in my stash for a really long time. I absolutely adore it. It's a viscose, which is lovely. I absolutely adore these colours in it. Creases like mad, which drives me mad. And I don't know, I've never made anything with it yet, and I don't know why. But check out these two together. Oh, look at that, look at that. Now, I know that you won't see the lining on the outside, but I'll know it's in there. Can you imagine the joy of putting on a skirt that's got that on the inside and that on the outside? And obviously those two together make it completely opaque. So I'm going to make the Camden. Now I'm going to be doing some pattern Tetris for sure, because I don't have enough fabric necessarily to make the skirt, but I'll be able to do things like not cut two waistbands. I'll cut one out of the main fabric and then something out, another waistband out of either a similar weight fabric or maybe even this, and I'll be able to find a way of making the skirt. I might need to make the pockets slightly less deep or something like that, but that's what's happening with that fabric, and I absolutely adore it. Now you'll spot a little bit of a theme going on here because this is the next fabric. Oh my word, I've seen this fabric for a long time. It comes in some other colours as well on different websites. I absolutely adore it. This is my favourite colour of this. And look at the other side. Oh, look. So you've got stripes. It's obviously reversible. So you've got stripes on one side and then stars on the other. I adore it. And I think there's just over a metre of this one. And I was like, oh my word. Look at those together. How cool is that? So I had to have it. And my vision of this, I've got a number of things in mind actually, but I think I'm going to go toaster-ish on that. I say ish because I can't remember how much the toaster takes for fabric, but I actually want a sort of, not a long jumper, I want something that hits sort of just mid-thigh, I think, or maybe even slightly higher, to sort of sit well with the skirt. And then I do quite fancy the lovely neck, the bigger neck that the toaster has. But oh my word, I'm going to do, you know, I haven't decided actually. Which way around do you think I should do it? Main part this and then accent this, or main part that with accents of this? But either way, that's what I'm going to do because that makes perfect sense to me. So I'll like the collar and the beautiful deep cuffs there will be, I think, probably stripes, and then I'll do the main in the dotty, I reckon, or stars, whatever they are. But yeah, oh, so excited about that. And then finally, now when I left my previous job, I keep fiddling with my t-shirt, sorry. When I left my previous job, the girls and guys there clubbed together and gave me not only the beautiful overlocker that sits here, so Nick gave me that one, that's from his mum, as you may remember, but they clubbed together and got me a lovely mug and a lovely key ring, but also what was left in their collection they gave to me towards buying some fabric. I also had some wonderful people support my channel in terms of my Kofi account, details of which I'll leave below. Now I actually I do invest the Kofi account into my channel, and it does help me buy some patterns and fabrics and things, but I've been saving it for a little while because I wanted to buy a statement piece of fabric to say thank you, or to remember you all by, actually, not that I'm going anywhere, but to have, and this is the fabric I've chosen. Look at that. Now it's got a beautiful teal background, and ta-da, look at that. Now that is an extraordinary colour palette. I did buy 2 meters of this so that I've got enough to be able to have some options with, and I want to make a jumper. I'm thinking, and I haven't made a jumper for a little while, and obviously you've got the toaster, you've got the billy, oh my goodness, I can't think of what the other ones are. Oh, you help me out there. What other jumper patterns do you think I could make out of this beautiful fabric? Because the other one I'm veering towards is a molly dress, because the molly dresses I've got in my wardrobe are my favourite things, because they are just secret pyjamas. It's a lovely straight shift dress made in Jersey with a lovely scoop neckline like this one. And I reach for them time and time again in winter because they're just so comfortable. I wear them with leggings, and I know I get a great deal of wear out of that. But at the moment I'm thinking jeans or this skirt. Oh, I'm really torn because I just love it. So help me, what do you think I should make with this gorgeous fabric, which I completely forgot the name of, but it is available on Andrea's website, Beyond the Pink Door. I just love it. Thank you, Andrea, for curating such a beautiful selection of fabrics. Oh, so lucky. I then went on to, oh, actually the other fabric I was thinking about, because I was a bit nervous about static on the lining, because I've never really lined anything before. So that was the other fabric I had, which is, it's like a polyester and sort of like a sheer thing, and that's got a lovely sort of turquoise bird on it. But then I think actually that might be more static than not. So I'm going to go with the viscose and take a chance. It's sort of semi-man-made, isn't it? Therefore, hopefully won't create too much static. Although I've never really had a problem with static, to be honest, because I mostly wear cotton, sort of, you know, those nice woolly tight things. But anyway, moving on. The second fabric shop I love perusing is Rainbow Fabrics, Kilburn. They just have such a brilliant selection of fabrics. They're mostly dead stock. I love the enthusiasm when he does the Instagram stories, sort of standing on his market stall or just outside his shop, I think it is. And just such a lovely range of colour and fabrics and choice, and just, oh yeah, just brilliant fun. So I went on there, and I'm lucky enough. They are so lovely, and he's actually provided me with a discount code, which I'm going to pop on the screen now, for all of my viewers, which is amazing. So please do take advantage of that. Yeah, they're just so kind in order to do that for me, and they also so slightly a sort of promotion of them, because they also provided me with a discount code in order for me to buy these fabrics as well. So thank you, Rainbow Fabrics Kilburn. You're very kind, and you've been very kind to my viewers as well. So as I say, details of that offer and the code on the screen now, and also in the description box below. So what did I buy? Well, they sort of had this range of autumn fabrics released. I love the colours in them. A lot of them sold out before I had a chance to make up my mind. I've sort of got a brown palette going on with some makes I've recently made, brown and green, then this lovely teal, and again this selection of fabrics here is quite autumnal. This one, however, completely nothing to do with any of that colour palette, and it's a beautiful red satin. Now it's very glossy on one side, as you would expect satin to be, and then it's very matte on the other. It's such a beautiful colour. I hope that's coming up all right on the screen. It looks quite pinky on the screen. It's a little bit better when yeah, you can see the sheen there on one side, then on the matte on the other. And I think I'm going to well, I know I'm going to a conference in December for my new company. We're all going, and the pictures I've seen of it in the previous years, they all get quite dressed up, or yeah, pretty much black tie. And I really felt like making a dress. And you know, if you're going to be new in a company and you know they know you make your own clothes, why not make something that's going to help you stand out in the crowd? I'm quite unusual. I don't mind standing out in a crowd. I love meeting new people. I love to mix and mingle across a room of hundreds of people. And I don't mind being spotted when I go. Just one of those things. I'm not making attention for myself. I'm not attention seeking in any way. I'm not overly confident. I am comfortable. People have misunderstood my comfort for overconfident a number of times. I just know when I'm comfortable, and like my dad and my granddad before me, we're comfortable in a room full of strangers. What can you do? So, ideas on a postcard please, or ideas in the description box below would be great, in the comments below. What do you think I should make? I got 3 meters just in case. It was such good value. This was $4.99 from Rainbow Fabrics, and then I had a discount code on top of that. So I just thought, well, for that, I just love that you can make something that you know isn't going to get a lot of wear because it's a Christmas or a special party piece, and therefore you just get to enjoy the process of it without worrying about the investment of it. And I either want to make something like a the salt. Oh, I'm going to say it wrong now. There's a slip dress. I thought it was the Saltwater, but I think that's the Friday Pattern Company one. There's a different one, and it's very simple, straight, but it's got a lovely sort of cowl at the front here. I think that's what you call it. So that sort of draped at the front here, I just thought would be super pretty. There's 2 designs of that. So one is very thin straps, which I would obviously need to, my boulder holder needs more coverage than that. But that comes in a thicker version as well, where you've literally got sort of sleeve, you know, standard sleeve thickness here, but the drape across the front is beautiful. Look, I'll pop a stock photo in here of what I meant by that. The alternative is a jumpsuit. Oh, and I've got to say, even by my reaction, I'm pretty sure I'll end up going jumpsuit. But I need to ask your advice. Has anyone made a jumpsuit out of satin? I mean, is that going to be insanely hot? Is it going to... it's not going to crease, I don't think. No creasing involved. Because I quite fancy making it on the matte side as on the outside. But then is this going to be really static on the inside? I don't know. But I also thought maybe then I could do one half of the jumpsuit front on the shiny side and one half on the matte side, so that when it sits, you know, like that across me, not showing you that very well, but you know what I mean, that they are alternate. Thought that might be a bit of fun, shiny and matte. So I'd love to know what you think. Dress or jumpsuit, and am I mad to think that I can make a jumpsuit out of it? Because obviously it's going to have big wide legs. I'm thinking Zadie or the beach pyjamas, that sort of style. Yeah, and is that smart enough? I think it will be. But yeah, if you've made something like that, give me a shout, let me know. The others are much more standard. I say standard. I won't show you a bright colour again because I think you'll think I'm mad. I've got brown trousers, but they're sort of Persephone trousers, which is sort of a sailor leg. And I want some brown trousers to go with some of the tops I'm making. And I bought this beautiful brown twill, again from Rainbow Fabrics. This is so soft, and again was just such a great price for the quality of this fabric. It's a beautiful brown. It is coming up quite true to colour on there, which is lovely. And I'm going to make the Duet trousers by Love Notions. Ironically, Whitney from Tomcat Stitchery has just made the Duet trousers and shown how to sort of bias bind the waistband, which looks really nice. And ironically, she's just made them out of a brown fabric as well, but she's gone for a stretch. This has actually got a little bit of stretch in it, but I didn't buy it for that. It's just a standard cotton twill, but it's so soft. I'm looking forward to making something with that. I also bought this. Now look at the colours in this. I love this fabric. Just absolutely adore it. Look at the autumnal colours in that. That's so cool. Look, got the brown. So again, I thought that looked really nice with that. Not that I'm showing you that very well, but yeah, just it's not quite exactly the same brown, but the tones are correct, I think. I bought 2 meters of this. I think I I'll either make a blouse out of this, although I've got to say, with this level of drape, an indigo would look really lovely in that. So I think that's probably the way I'll go with that, because I love an indigo dress at this time of year. Pop it on, some boots, tights, job's done. And obviously it goes with the Harper cardigan that I made recently out of the black cotton, which is exciting. But there's a pile of fabrics on the floor here now. The last of the fabrics, no, there's a couple more fabrics I want to show you. But yeah, this, oh my word, I'm all about the colour today, aren't I? This is orange loop back sweatshirting. Now it looks quite, it is bright, I'm not going to lie. It is bright, but it isn't quite as luminescent as it comes up on the screen. It is a beautiful fabric, however. It's just a standard French terry, I don't know what I said before. There's sort of a sort of loop back on the back here. It's matte, it's not too heavyweight actually. And I'm going to put a picture up of the top that I'm going to make from Gracia, which is just up here. I think it's 704, I think is the number. It's basically a sweatshirt, but it's got this beautiful pleat detail down one side, and I think it's got semi-bishop sleeves. I'll be honest, you know I'm not a toiler, but this fabric allows me to experiment with that pattern, knowing that I'll have a wearable toile afterwards. But yeah, I just thought that was such good fun. And that with jeans. In fact, I've got jeans on today. Where are we? Can you see that? Look, it's going to look on my boots as well. So I think why not have a bit of colour in autumn? So that's really good fun. They were kindly actually included in my delivery, which I wanted to show you. A lovely little bag of buttons. Look, there's all sorts of colours of buttons in there. So thank you, Rainbow Fabrics. That's really sweet of you to do that. There was 3 more fabrics that I ordered, and you know, it happens sometimes. They didn't come out quite as I anticipated, but I have to tell you that the customer service from Rainbow Fabrics is phenomenal. So thank you to them for their resolution of that scenario. And one of the fabrics, I'll give you an example. So this is a forest green. You can see the drape on this. It's like a viscose jersey really. So this was advertised as a Pontoroma. So those of you who know their fabrics know that this is not a Pontoroma. So it was a bit frustrating because I wanted to make the Duet trousers, which you can make in jersey or woven. I wanted to make the Duet trousers out of this Pontoroma. Sadly, this isn't that. But there was no quibbling, no nothing at all. Rainbow Fabrics resolved this for me really beautifully, so thank you to them. So I do have some viscose jersey in this ribbed green, unexpectedly really. And I'd like your help. What you think I should make out of that? I'm thinking maybe a Freya. I don't have the Rowan bodysuit. I'm not really a bodysuit sort of person, but I like that sort of style, and I think this sort of fabric would be perfect for that. Yeah, I wonder what you think really. And I'm actually going to show you in a future video what I'm going to do with the other 2 fabrics, because the colour wasn't actually as it was described, and I know that happens. I'm not complaining at all. It's just one of those things in life. But I'm going to do something I've never done before, and I'm going to dye the fabric instead. So I'll show you that in a different film, I think, because I wanted to keep today's video just a short and sweet one really, to share with you what my next plans were. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I'm looking around, aren't I? I'm looking around to see. And I keep fiddling with my t-shirts because I'm just conscious of the creases on it, so sorry about that. But yeah, so I'm going to be super busy, and I'm going to be coming to you with makes and plans videos. So as I make stuff, I'll share those, and then I'll slice half the video to the makes and half of the video to the plans. So I think that's how it's going to play out for the next few films, and I'm not quite sure how often I'll get to film. But I did want to say, and I have said before, thank you so much to your support. It's a variable time in my life, and I know that happens to a lot of us from time to time, and you guys have been truly amazing. And every time any of you leave me a message or anything really, I just want you to know it does make a really big difference. So your small message means a lot to me, so thank you very much. Yeah, so please, thank you. Please continue to do that. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your thoughts about what I've got here, some pattern suggestions for my mad green fabric and my mad red satin. would be great. Some jumper ideas for, or pattern suggestions for my beautiful investment fabric. Oh, let me just reach down there, from Andrea from Beyond the Pink Door, and thank you again to her for the amazing service. There are lots of ways you can support my channel. Please just a thumbs up would be great. That helps YouTube know that you guys like what you watch. Leave me a comment would be amazing. I'd love it if you buy me a coffee from my Kofi account, and details of that are linked below. But until then, until next time rather, please stay safe and well. It's great to be back, and I look forward to sharing another video with you very soon. Take care everybody. Bye bye.